back to another episode of the Find Your Fuse podcast. Brooke and I are so excited to have you here today. Can you believe that we are halfway through 2025?
No.
No, me neither.
Hard stop at no.
Like, I totally could probably still be February, and I'd be like, totally nailed. So since it's summer, we're both in tank tops here. We're not faking it. It's warm. It's even warm here in Seattle. We've decided that we wanted to do a really amazing reset episode that's quick, that's tangible, that you can really take and use and love on yourself so that the second half of 2025, you can really thrive and kick butt. So in the whole, duality space, as Brooke and I love to start every episode with, Brooke, what is one area where you're proud of growth this year?
I am so proud. So one of the intentions that Kelly and I had for this year going into, I'm going to out us a little bit, Kel, going into 2025 as new business owners together. We had both, for anyone new here, Kelly had a marketing agency. I had a design agency. We, pun intended, fused back in April of 2024. And going into 2025, one of our goals was to really step up as CEOs of our agency rather than acting as contractors, because we lived in a contractor experience for so long. And by that, I mean, constantly being the one getting the project and then doing the work, and then getting the project and then doing the work. Whereas, a CEO is really more focused on growing the business, and clients are being taken care of, but it's not only that. An intention for us was to grow our team and really step into that CEO role. And we have hired 2 interns. We had contractors that we worked with before, but in the last week and a half, we've hired 2 interns to really start helping us with some of the day-to-day stuff. And we are stepping more into that CEO role so that we can focus more on growing our agency while taking care of the clients versus everything being kind of more us being employees in our own businesses. So I'm super proud of that. We're in the throes of training, and it has been a whole journey in and of itself. We're learning a lot. It's been wild, but I'm really proud of it.
Heck yes. We are so excited. I think Brooke and I have cried many times about just how blessed we feel and how excited we are to have these interns, and they're coming in and they're excited to work for the Fuse brands, and we're just really, really excited about that. So stay tuned, because you'll start seeing their faces around too. They're so lovely.
How about you?
Something amazing and similar is, I was going to say, one of the main things that we had written down for goals at the beginning of this year is really knocking out our operations and taking them really seriously instead of just duct taping some things together. No offense to duct tape, and duct tape as a brand, if you're listening, we still love you.
You can sponsor us.
But that is something that we have really taken seriously. And there are processes in place and really strategic thinking on our operations and how things are moving in the back end of our business from the CEO lens, as opposed to just as a solopreneur lens, because it is very, very different. And I'm just proud that we decided to do that. And the duality of that alone is, where have we felt stuck? Where have we felt unmotivated? Where have we felt frustrated? And there are frustrating pieces. We decided to really just eat the frog, like you like to say.
Yeah.
And we just went for it. And at every stage, it has been frustrating. And at every stage, we're learning something new, and that's scary and weird and tickles us in a weird way, but we're
not our thing.
No, but we're doing it, and we are mastering that, and we are hiring the right people in the right places at the right time to really support us and things like that. And so I'm very, very proud, even though it has been a long journey and it has gotten stuck, and there have been cogs that are not perfect in the train, but we have kind of taken them on with stride, and I'm just proud of us for that.
I am too. So would you say, duality, would you say that is your answer as well for wherever you felt stuck, frustrated, or unmotivated?
I think so. I think, life in general for both of us has been kind of strange this year so far. It's been just a weird year.
A lot's happened.
Yeah. And I think there are days when we just both needed to take a beat, and I also am proud of us for that. So there are moments where it's like, wow, life is kind of in the shithole right now, but we're going to say it out loud, and that it is in the shithole, but we need to make this better, and it's not going to stay here forever. And so as a partner, for me, I'm obviously really blessed to have you, because on my shit days, you show up. On your shit days, I show up, and it's beautiful, and we're able to do that for each other. And so on my unmotivated days, you allow me to be unmotivated.
Yeah.
And I think that's just really special.
I feel the exact same in reverse. It's so important to have your people, and if it can be in a business partnership for anyone listening, it's incredible, but also not for everyone. So do with that what you will. It is really cool to have someone there to be like, hey, Kel, my personal life is going nuts right now. There's just a lot of things happening at once. I need you to show up
Period.
Today,
Period.
I'm not here.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to have that. It really, really is.
I agree. So I appreciate you too. So for anyone listening, we want to make this as tangible as possible.
Yes.
So we're kind of going to dust off our vision boards. We're dusting off our prayer boards, and we're really going to kind of dive into how we reflected on these things that have happened already. So do you want to go through a list that we have?
Yeah. So the point of this episode is really like, we get it. I think it's so common. It's more common than not to like have these really fun New Year's goals and vibes and vision boards and all the things with the intention of achieving all these great things in the year. And then what's the drop off rate of people who actually follow through with those resolutions? Like it's a much smaller percentage. I actually don't have a official stat on that, but there is national January 10th is National Quitters Day, right?
Correct.
Because that's typically how long a resolution lasts for someone. So like, if this is you, you're not alone. This is like a national thing. It's very common. And the purpose of this is just because we're halfway through the year does not mean it's too late. This is halfway through the year is the perfect time to pull a plot twist and get back on board with what you want to achieve. So yeah, we can go through the list, and we've made this really cool resource for you to, again, tangibly have and write in and kind of check in where you're at in personal life and business and all the things, so that you can get back on track in case you let go of any of your resolutions or goals that you had set for yourself. Or if you're killing it and you're on track and you're moving and grooving through everything, taking that moment to celebrate that and go, yeah, I'm a badass. Like, I have done all the things that I said I would do through Q2, and like, let's go Q3.
Yeah. I think reflecting in general is just an important thing to do, and we will get stuck in the doing. And if you can't analyze and you can't reflect how things are going well or not well, all of those are important things to just take a step back.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times people wait until the end of the year. Like, there's absolutely something to be said about New Year energy. I feel like in New Year's, people are all so excited to set the goals and do the things and reflect on the year behind them. And I think that's really cool. But what is even more powerful than that is doing that throughout the year so that you can actually pivot and make changes as the year goes versus having to wait till the end of 2025, turning back and going, oh, why did I stop doing that? So Kelly and I, we're big proponents of reflecting weekly, monthly, quarterly, biannually, literally like every moment you can, because hindsight's 2020 and there's always something that you can learn. And if you can catch something not working in the moment and then make an action plan to shift, you'll be better for it.
Yeah. So let's rapid fire. Question number one, is this goal still aligned with who I am and what I want right now, or did you outgrow it?
Something to ask yourself, because it's true. Like, sometimes we set goals and they no longer feel good. So that is something that you need a reality check with yourself. And you can do that with all of your goals. If you have 3 goals you set at the beginning of the year, ask yourself that question in accordance to each of those goals, not just overall. Question 2, am I chasing this goal because it truly matters to me or because I feel like I should?
Huge one. Huge. And that'll breed even bigger writing for you, regardless if that's a yes or no. Because you'll probably, if it's a heck yes, I'm chasing this because it's what I want, then you can journal about how grateful you are in that. But if it's a no, you can kind of talk about why then.
Yeah. And if you're listening to this and while we read that question, something popped into your head of like, that's it, you're probably shooting yourself into that situation instead of actually wanting it.
Yeah. Question number 3, what progress have I made that I might be overlooking because I'm too focused on what's left to do?
This is a big one.
I hear that one.
Yeah, I hear that one. I feel that one in my soul. It's so easy to not like recognize your growth. And this is the point of reflection, to cheerlead yourselves in your wins and catch yourselves in your opportunities. Question number 4, where did I surprise myself with growth, even if it does not look like I imagined? So very similar to the question up before, but different flavor.
Surprising you. Yeah. Next question, where did I self-sabotage or hold back, and what was really behind it?
Fear, fun fact for anyone, fear of success is actually way more common than fear of failure. And I'll say that again, fear of success is way more common than fear of failure. And it's because our nervous system doesn't know what the heck is going on, and new and uncharted territory, even if it's something we dream of, can feel so freaking scary. So where are you self-sabotaging because you're actually more scared of the success on the other side, and it's more comfortable to stay where you're at? And then last question for this resource is, what goals or habits drained my energy instead of fueling me?
Which, I think aside from even just goals and habits, it could be goals and habits people, goals and habits places, goals and habits business suggestions. I think there's so much that could go into this question on where do you feel it in your body, literally giving you light or stealing that light.
Yep, absolutely. So these are some questions. Again, I know we flew through these really fast, but the whole point of this is to give you just like a tangible, tactical episode to ask yourself this. Sit down with all of your goals, grab your journal from the beginning of the year, and ask yourself these questions for every single one of your goals. Look at the KPIs that you've made in your business thus far. A lot of times we wait until the end of the quarter, the end of the year to look at numbers. And this is your reminder to do it more consistently because you can grow and you can make changes to get where you want to go more easily if you're catching yourselves in those moments.
Exactly. And so something that we wanted to suggest is something fun for you to do is take yourself on a date. Like take yourself on a goal check date. This is one of the things that I love to do. I love to take myself out on my own little date. I'll go get happy hour oysters and champagne and journal. But now I'm going to do it with a deeper intention and these questions and really sit down and enjoy my time with myself and really reflect. I think that's going to be really fun.
Yeah, making it a vibe, I feel like makes everything so much better because when we look at these, especially like reflecting, sometimes it doesn't sound as fun. Like I don't really want to look back. Like that's not productive. I'd rather move forward on my to-do list. Like looking back and reflecting is productive and it will feel like so much less of a daunting task if you make it something that feels fun. Splurge on your favorite sushi, get your favorite bottle of wine, go out, stay in. I don't care, whatever feels best for you, and just make it a whole moment. And sit down with your laptop, put your favorite dreamy music on, and look at those KPIs, look at those metrics, answer these questions, and it's fun. Bonus points if you can actually make this a weekend away.
Ooh, that could be so fun.
Like if you can do a cute Friday to Sunday and just go sit and like disconnect from the world and like reflect with yourself in a cabin on these things, bonus points.
Yes, and please tag us because we want to see this journey for you.
Yes, absolutely. So we're halfway through the year. Do not get discouraged if you're not where you want to be with your goals. All it takes to get back on track is actually acknowledging where you're at, where you've been, and where you want to go, and creating a game plan to get there. And starting with these questions is how you will do that. Because without awareness and acknowledging, nothing's going to happen.
And if you're listening to this and you're a crazy high achiever like we are, earlier this year, Brooke and I launched our first book that we did together. And it's called The Goals Bible. If you're watching this video, you can see me hold it up. It's stunning. She is large and in charge.
Hey.
And there's still half of it to go. So the fact that we made these, it's all about building your dream life this year and taking everything from an idea into reality week by week. So if you want to start in June, what we want to do is give this to you for free.
DMS.
Yep. We don't have that many left, but we'd love to give them to you so you can really kick butt for the rest of 2025. We'll write you a note inside so you know how to get started and really move forward with your goals and your dreams because they matter and you matter. And why not do that and get the book for free?
Yeah, and these Goals Bibles were made with the full year in mind. So if you do get your hands on it, or if you have one, let us know. How is it going? Because we do have some people out there with them already. Anyone who attended our event, shout out to you. This was definitely made with the entire year in mind, but they are still so impactful and helpful because, again, halfway through the year is not the end of the year. There is still time to get where you want to go. A lot can happen in 6 months.
A lot can happen in 1 month.
A lot can happen in a freaking day. So you got this, friends. We're halfway through the year, but that does not mean it's over. It is just the perfect time for a plot twist. So what are you going to do about it to get where you want to go?
And we're here for you.
I say start with these questions. So
exactly.
Check the show notes. 1, DM us if you want the Goals Bible. 2, check the show notes and there will be a link to download a free resource if you want to like journal with us, and we'll have all of this written out for you and let us know how it goes.
Yeah. Number 3, we believe in you.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Have a great day, friends.
I love you.
Bye.